Hi guys, and welcome back to Butterfly Box 78. I noticed that I didn't do Cancer's reading, and I wanted to start a new series of readings. So, Cancer, this reading is for you. I am actually trying to do readings without the cards, and just create maybe another area or another space where I can really tap into my intuitiveness without having to read the energy of a tangible. Maybe really focus on what spirit is trying to have me focus in on for cancers, I guess. So, one thing that I do before I even get started is generally, in order to clear the energy, in order for me to start, I do what I call a wash. I do the washing of my hands. But that's not necessarily the literal sense. So, I mean, it is, but it isn't. So, when I couldn't find any Florida water, or I wasn't able to order any, or kind of get to my little store that I go to in order to get the Florida water, I ended up getting the Rose Cologne, that's also by Landman and Kemp, Barclay and Company, which are also the same people that make Florida water. I've always looked at the name Landman and Kemp, but I've never realized it was Barclay and Company. So, and then I use Touch of Love Patchouli. So it's not that I'm trying to channel just love, but I am going to clear the energy this way. So give me just a second, and I'm going to meditate and tell you where I feel the energy the most. Okay, instantly in the head. So the energy is kind of going from the head up. Maybe a little bit of pain, but only because you may be thinking too hard, or you're thinking too hard into something. Let's see, what else am I getting? My hand is itching, so I guess my big money hand is itching. So I think that maybe I'm running into, I think you may be running into some money or something that will bring you some abundance more than what you're normally used to. Especially right now, I think that with COVID and unemployment, one of my friends has told me that there's a $400 that they're giving, like they're doing the $400 bonus if you're receiving COVID, or if you're receiving the unemployment. So there's that. For some reason, I keep hearing treacherous waters and be careful. So you may be coming up on something emotional that would be cautioning you, that could kind of, because Cancer, you are a water sign, and I don't even know why I said treacherous waters, but, and to be careful, but this is kind of, it's not a flow, it's like a rapid almost, in waters that has you going kind of all different kind of ways. So if you're dealing with somebody who emotionally is kind of yanking you a lot of different ways, you just need to be careful as far as your energy is concerned. What else am I getting? Baby blue, I don't know, that may have to do with somebody or something blue. Sky blue, I don't know if somebody's wearing sky. I don't know if this is a color that you're attracted to, like a sky blue, or a baby blue that a lot of you all, cancers are attracted to. What else am I getting? Lovely. So I think somebody thinks that you look lovely in your sky blue, or you may be feeling like somebody looks lovely in their sky blue. Also, for some reason, hollowed minds. Um, you need to be careful about, maybe that's what you need to be careful about, is hollowed minds. Because when I think about hollowed minds, it means like it's empty. Or you could be dealing with an air sign. Um, Air signs have a tendency to come off like a hollowed mind, like you're talking to them. But remember, okay, that's I feel like I'm hitting on something because I'm feeling a certain vibration. So you may be dealing with an air sign. Um, what is it? Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And the reason that it seems like it's a hollowed mind, like if you, like a cave where it's just kind of hollow area, but you have to understand that there are, the entrance of the cave, it seems, because it's hollow, you have to travel deep in there in order to understand what the cave has in it to offer. So I think that, that maybe you, if you are dealing with an air sign, or maybe dealing with somebody who has like air in their Venus, or something like that, if you're dealing, if Cancer, if you're trying to deal with an air sign, to you it comes across as a hollowed mind because they don't feel, they don't respond towards feeling, because air signs are moved by, I want to say air, but moved by logic. Okay? They're not going to be moved by their feeling all the time, because they have to understand what it is that they're feeling. They're moved by logic because they have to, what makes, like, the thing with an air sign is they're moved by logic because it has to feel right with them. They have to understand that this, when they communicate something, even if it's just an opinion and you don't agree on it, you have to understand that it's not a feeling for them, it's a logical sense for them. And especially with Geminis, a lot of people have a hard time getting along with Geminis, because they're moving so fast. They seem like they're full of shit. A lot of them are. But in the same sense, I would say that they know what they're talking about. So in this aspect, I would say that you're not speaking to a hollowed mind. There's nothing, it's like they may hear you, but whatever they're going to grasp onto, isn't going to be by a feeling. It has to make sense. Okay? That is what I'm trying to communicate. And they do think that you're lovely, you know. Pretty much, especially Aquariuses. No, especially Geminis. No, especially Libras. Libras are they're the more in touch air sign, feeling-esque. So if you were dealing with a Libra, I would say that they're the one, and Gemini, because they get really passionate about certain about their feelings, and they're highly sensitive. Aquarius is the one who's kind of more like, you know, but I would say that, you know, it's not a hollowed mind. It's what makes logical sense to them. And what else? I keep getting like plagiarism, copycat. You need to make sure, you know, and my daughter had me do a reading, and maybe because she's kind of on the cusp of Cancer, Leo, I'm still getting like plagiarism, copycat. You want to make sure that if there's something that you're doing, that you protect your work or your art or something along those lines, because you know right now it's a desperate time, so people are looking to cash in anywhere they possibly can. So just need, you know, just protect yourself and your energy, and whoever you're dealing with, if they are an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, just understand that they're not moved by feeling, they're moved by logic, rationality, what feels good to them. Because anything too emotionally bearing is too much. Like, it's so much to handle, and it's painful. You know, that's another thing, especially with Aquariuses, if they have really deep feeling, those deeper feelings have a tendency to be painful. Um, and it's not that they don't want to tap into it, it's just that that's why they're the water bearer. They hold all of the zodiac's emotion. So everybody who has any type of emotion in the zodiac, they are the ones who hold that, and actually they're pouring it. So they're pouring it out onto the world, and it's deep. It's deep, and you know, Cancer. Just bear in mind that you do operate off of feeling. So you know that's how you function. You function through feeling. And so I think strongly that, you know, I keep hearing heads up. This is a heads up. So whatever it was that I told you before, choppy water, um, just tune into that. Just take that from this 13 minutes of talking to you. All right, Cancer, that was your reading. That's all I got. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.